Hello, my beautiful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. I would like to ask you this question. Does this ever happen to you? Do you ever feel sad when other musicians are more accomplished than you? And you would be a better musician, you would be able to be better if only ... There's some reason for you that you're not able to, and I'm going to give you 3 examples. For some of you, you have kids, and you would be a better musician if only you had more time, but you have kids. Or you would be better if only you didn't have to go to a full-time job and you come home exhausted. You would be better. You would be more accomplished as a musician if only you were not struggling with your health. And that's a real one. So these are 3 main reasons why we are triggered when we see other musicians who are better than us, and we feel sad and we think, oh my gosh, they're so good. And instead of celebrating, it's hard to celebrate musicians who are more accomplished because we want that and we feel resentful. We can possibly feel resentful towards our kids, towards our job, towards our bodies if you're suffering from any kind of health condition. And so this is something that's really imperative to talk about. And the first thing I want to say is that this is for another video, but one thing that we talk about in our tribe is that we're looking to change the energy around performers comparing ourselves to one another. It's kind of inherent in our passion that musicians, performers compare ourselves to each other. It's kind of in the water. And we in this tribe are committed and taking a stand that we are replacing the energy of comparison with celebration. So that's one thing that you're doing. Just by way of being here and supporting and celebrating the others in the tribe, you're already making a difference with that field. But let's continue on with this question. So the trigger point makes that resentment come up. And so it's hard to want to give all of your time and attention to your job, to your bills, to your kids, to your health. And you might be suffering from a lot of exhaustion along the way because of all of that. So then you feel resentful because you're not in a place where you want to be creative. And so when you see others doing better than you, it's hard to be happy for them, and it's hard to not feel resentful. So I want to specifically talk to the light worker in you. You're not just looking to be an accomplished musician, you are also looking to be a light worker. So what's happening is that you are actually going deep into dark, dense places inside of you within these relationships with your body, with your kids, with your job, and etc. And what you're doing is you're finding the dark places, you're finding the places that deserves all of your attention when you're there, and you're transmuting it into light. That's the nature of being a light worker. And so I want you to truly honor what you're doing right now, what's taking your time, because it's not just about the music in this calling. It's about making a solid foundation of joy where once there was resentment, once there was all of the things that are coming up. So I'm saying that because in these relationships that you have right now, the way through this question so that you actually can be on the other side is to actually continue to speak the truth. The truth is that you are a light worker. And every time you're giving your time and attention to things that are not music and the accomplishment of music, you're actually writing a song. The song of your heart, the song of the relationships. These are all part of the all-encompassing parts of who you are as a light worker musician. So it really serves you to see the big picture of who you are. Now that doesn't take away that you really want to just be on your instrument, or you want to be on stage and you want to get your name out there, you want to be able to live your purpose. But at least you can bring the meaning and the purpose into what you're doing right now. One of the main things that I want to challenge you on, because I'm not by any means going to tell you to do anything different than what you're doing. Your journey is perfect. But I want to challenge you in one place, that if you have any of these reasons why you are not bringing yourself onto those stages, while you're not living your soul's purpose as a musician, I want you to say that you're going to be committed to telling the truth and keep committing to the truth. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. In these 3 examples that I'm giving you, kids, health condition where you just are too exhausted, and a full-time job. Tell the truth, because all of you have different perspectives and situations going on within those 3. Tell the truth that if you actually have these things that you're utilizing as an excuse, tell the truth about it. Get honest with yourself. Because let's say, for example, your kids just turned 4 or 5. You now have a different way of being a parent than you were when they were 2 or 3. So tell the truth about that. Tell the truth about how you don't want to keep your kids as an excuse. You don't want to use them as an excuse why you're not going and being brave. You're hiding behind your kids. Another example is your job. You have a full-time job, which is making it so that you're exhausted when you get home, but get honest with yourself. I'm not going to tell you, that you should do anything, but get honest with yourself. Do you have some time that you can allot for your musical calling to be your priority and your focus? Do you have that and you just haven't made the space yet? And with your health condition, get honest with yourself. This is something that I've really experienced. I've been in bed, can't get out of bed for months and months and months, and had to take detox baths. And I had a life-threatening disease at one point. So it's a ever-changing journey with your body. So get personal and get honest with yourself. Are you at a place where you actually have a little bit of energy? And if you don't, then this doesn't apply to you. But if you actually have a little bit of energy, then my challenge to you is to get honest with that. Are you hiding? Are you hiding behind these things, these circumstances, so that it just feels better sometimes to just sit in your resentment and just stay depressed? This is your call and your invitation to action, so that you can tell the truth, so that you can actually change the energy around this, so that it does not have to be your story even in 2 minutes from now, because you're actually ready to get honest and allot yourself this little bit of time and space and energy so that you can go forward with your musical calling. So the invitation is always there. When it is your time, then get honest and stay honest with yourself. The invitation is for you to private message me. You will know when it's time. If it's not time, then I will not be hearing from you. But there are some of you in the tribe who know that it's time, and you're just squirming. You're squirming. You deserve all of the resources and the tools, and you want them, and you know that it's time, and you just get to make that action step forward. So one of the tribe members that we have was at that point, and all he did was start to just begin the conversation with me. And that's all it took. And then he went on his journey, but he started the conversation. Are you ready to start the conversation? Get informed, get into a new space. If you are, I look forward to hearing from you so that you can actually make your musical calling a reality within the parameters of what you already have built right now. So we take that honor of where you are in your life with your kids, with your job, with your health, all of that, and we hold just a little bit more space, just a light little bit of space where we're saying to the universe, I am serious about my soul's purpose and going to the next level. And I'm going to start asking questions and putting my attention there. That's one of the most powerful things you can do when you are in that space to do it. When you're ready, I look forward to hearing from you, and I send my love to this tribe as always. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.